very frustrating. It kicked me off. We're going to start again. Let's see. So, this is the Church of RNK. My name is Rosemary, Nonny Night. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, it's always great fun trying to repeat things, but you can't, so you just have to find a new way of bringing it forward again. Basically. Not quite sure what happened the last time, but here we are again. Affirmation. My vision is my permission. My vision is my permission. My vision is my permission. I move. Okay. So some of y'all, I got to thinking. Again, Wasim. Hello. Thanks for coming back. Okay. Actually, my hair is getting stuck in the back of my dress. But anyway. I got to thinking about vision. I got to thinking about how for a very long time I had waited and waited and waited for my vision to come to pass without me. Well, not without me. I was waiting for the voice from heaven that said it's absolutely time right now for you to go. I was waiting for confirmation from my pastor, from my parents, from my friends, from my whoever to tell me that, yeah, now you can do that thing that you've been dreaming about forever. I suppose I hit rock bottom. Got to the point where I realized, no. The truth is, nothing great that has ever happened to me ever happened whilst just sitting there waiting. You'd be surprised how much time I did spend sitting there waiting, though. Basically, even though I knew that even like things like marrying my husband, which was against everybody's will, basically, where it came down to a vision inside of me that said, that I just felt, God saying to me, you can jump and I will catch you. And I had to trust that vision. I had to trust that even though I didn't know the end from the beginning, that the universe was for me. And you too will have to trust that. You have these big ideas inside of you. Maybe you've started to do something, and maybe like me, you did a sideways step where you're trying to make it as practical as possible. But in the process of trying to make it so practical, maybe you're starting a business, but you're trying to, so you're supposed to be, I don't know, example, life coach or something. But you think that's too impractical, so you're going to be a business coach. I did that. You want to start a business, sharing your story, sharing your experiences, sharing all of this stuff, but you're trying to make it so practical that you've lost the heart of it. So there you are trying very hard to get something going, but it's not really moving. It doesn't set you alight any longer because you've taken the heart out of it, trying to be everything to everyone, trying to be responsible, telling yourself that it's not practical, the vision that you have. So some of y'all tell me that you don't know what your vision is, you don't know what your purpose is, you don't know what you're supposed to be about, but it's not necessarily the truth. You do know. You just don't think it is feasible. You have all these money hang-ups a bit inside of you that, I don't want to make money. Well, you don't even say that. You kind of do, but you don't mind making money from something you don't actually like doing. But it somehow is different when it comes to the thing that you actually really want to do. And you somehow don't want to make money from that. You don't want to ask people to pay you for the thing that you want to give away for free. And I get that. But honey, your vision is your permission. And the universe had no intention of leaving you without a way to take care of you and your family. You can figure out how to take the thing that you dream about doing and make it feasible, make it practical. If you will dare to go beyond what you consider to be the wise way of doing things, your wisdom right now is very limited to what you've experienced. But you have to learn to trust that if you are given a vision, you are exactly the person to make it happen. Yeah, you may have started the business and it may have started with all kinds of excitement. You've started writing the books. You've started putting the music together. You have that business opportunity, whatever it is, you've started. But then because it didn't happen as quickly as you wanted it to, or you kind of hit a limit, a ceiling, you can't seem to get past it. And so now you're trying to find a way of making it more palatable to more people. But they're not the people that you were called to serve, and you know it. But you're finding it hard to trust. Because you've tried. and it hasn't quite worked in the way you hoped. And now you're beginning to wonder if all those people that told you that you want too much were correct, or that you are too much. I've had many people tell me that I'm too much. I've had to leave churches because they felt I was too much, basically. Because when it came down to it, in the end, I decided I loved me, and I trusted the message, the vision, the dream inside of me more than just settling for what other people thought was safe or was best. I could hear, and you can hear too, that intuitive nudge inside of you that tells you you are born for more, that you are a history maker, and that it is time for you to start making history again. Because right now, you have a lot of stuff that you're talking about that you overcame, but it's time for the new. It's time for something more. And this part of you is older now, okay? Let's be honest. We get older, we start to get a little bit stuck in our ways. You fought to get where you are because you've come from an interesting place, but you're here and you're blessed, no doubt about it. But you know there's more. And again, affirm with me. My vision is my permission. My vision is my permission. My vision is my permission. I move. Will you move? Will you move them feet? And both of them at the same time as well. Not just, I'll do a little bit here and pretend that I'm kind of moving, but really I'm trying to be safe. I'm trying to be secure. I'm too scared to actually, because I remember actually the vision I had to get to when it was time for me to marry my husband, and I had actually broken up with him because the pressure from everyone was so high. And I actually had this kind of impression, this vision of jumping off a cliff and being caught. But I had to jump. And it's the same with you. You are holding on so tightly to what you don't even like that much, but it's safe. It seems safe, but it's unsatisfying. It doesn't fulfill you. There are questions you'd like to ask about your religion, about your family stuff, all of that thing, but you don't anymore. Your business, as I said already, it's kind of static. Because, honey, you are a history maker. You will not be satisfied with just being the same as everyone else. And I'm not saying this that we're somehow better. No, we're not better. We're just different. We're mavericks, independent thinkers. We can't just settle and be happy. Not without drowning out the inner voice with entertainment or too much sex or crazy sex or I don't know, food or too much drink or drugs. Anything to dampen out that desire inside of us to live out to the fullness of our potential. But I'm here to say that you can actually, you don't have to go that way. You can actually make your dream, your vision a reality. You can actually do what you're here to do and monetize it and look after your family. Why? Because you were not given a vision only for you to then struggle and suffer for the rest of your life. No. Yeah, I will challenge you, but it's not going to leave you destitute. Not if you play full out. Will you dare to play full out? Will you dare to question the thinking that you've accepted as regular thinking now? Will you dare to allow yourself to be fully, completely who you are? You're created in the image of the divine. You will want more. You will always crave more. Will you allow yourself to explore what that means for you? Or will you keep telling yourself you don't want to be greedy and just, be content, be satisfied, try and find a way to just kind of get a little, and that's it? When you know that there's so much more inside of you. If this is for you, you will know, because there will be a resonance inside of you. And it is the History Maker private mentoring program. It's you and I working together one-on-one to conquer your internal blocks, whether they're emotional, relational, whether they're sexual, whatever they are. Okay, now these are things that I had to face myself, handle them, the religious side of things, because I've always longed for that close relationship with spirit rather than a dictated to relationship. Basically, this is how it's supposed to be, as religion sometimes tries to do. And all of that stuff I fought so that I could create a life of freedom, doing what I'm born to do. You want that too. You want the epic life and business that makes a dent on the planet. You see that there are needs in the people that you're called to serve. But you can't do very much if you only have just about enough for you. It's time to do the internal work so that you can actually tap into that bottomless, limitless well of wisdom that you can then start to serve people with, as well as create wealth for you and yours, and then beyond that. The History Maker Private Mentoring Program will help you handle any kind of internal crazy going on that is stopping you from playing full out. You know you've already overcome quite a lot of stuff to get to where you are, but sometimes you kind of get to this island here and you can see the other island, but it seems like the journey to the other island is going to be a little bit scary. And that kind of makes you think, should I just stay here? But there's a hunger for the other island, the one in the distance, the big vision. And I'm inviting you to this journey. Will you come? And if you want to find out more, as I said, if it's right for you, it will resonate with you. You will know that, yeah, actually I need to reach out to Rosemary. So then you send me through a private message and I send you all the details of the program. Okay? My vision is my permission. My vision is my permission. My vision is my permission. I move. So are you a history maker? If you are, send me through a private message. I will send you through all of the details. And then we'll see if we want to work together, okay? If we work together, honey, you will have to face down a whole lot of stuff. But don't worry, you're not alone in it. I will walk through the fire with you. No doubt about that. But I won't take you out of the fire, though. Because we got to burn out the dross so that you can become the more powerful person, the even more powerful person than you are right now, because that's the person that creates the vision. That person is already inside of you. You just have to be willing to do the work to uncover it. And some of that work will make you uncomfortable. Some of the things that you've accepted as truth right now, you'll have to question. If you're willing to do that work, and then, of course, to put strategy in place so that you can actually promote the books or the music or the art or the whatever it is or the products or the services. If you're willing to do that work, send me through a private message and I will get all the details to you and we'll get started in May. But we need to have had a chat and everything before the end of this month. So you have about 7 days. Do not delay. Do not procrastinate. Do not overthink. That is what has got you in this place of discontent already. So send me through a message. I'll send you through the details. We'll have a chat and we'll see if we want to work together. Okay. It's time to fight for and to deliberately design the life you're born to live because you absolutely want to. Remember, if you have a vision for it, it is yours to create if you are willing. Only if you're willing. Nobody's going to force you. God isn't going to force you. The universe isn't going to force you. Nobody's going to force you. But if you're willing to face down your blocks and go full pelt forward, what was it a friend said today? The naked flame. I love that. The naked flame. Oh yeah, that sounds really cool. So if you're ready to go after the naked flame, then let's have a chat. Well, send me through a message anyway, and I'll send you the details. Until the next time, have a great rest of your day wherever you are on the planet. It's been a pleasure as always. Look forward to starting the week again with you tomorrow. And share, share, share. There are other people that might need to hear this. And I'll speak to you soon. Much love. Bye.